Whether you're riding on 2 or 4 wheels, you can help drive down the accident rate by being alert to your surroundings. This advice may be especially helpful in preventing motorcycle accidents. More often than not, motorists won't be looking for motorcycles in traffic. Instead, motorists should be expecting to see a motorcycle at any time and always respect its right to be on the road. The Motorcycle Safety Foundation offers rider training for both new and experienced riders. To learn more, call 1-800-446-9227 or visit www.msf-usa.org.
Canned vegetables, bingo. Hey, Duncan, get over here. I need you to stay with me and your brother, okay?
I am.
Well, closer. Come on, help me out here, buddy. Excuse me. Duncan, you're blocking me out.
I want some bologna.
Not today.
But I want them.
Sorry. Duncan!
I want to put the number thing.
Too bad.
Mommy would let me.
Yeah, well, she's not here, okay? She's gone, and she's not coming back, and you're just gonna have to deal with it like the rest of us, okay? Duncan.
On May 29th, Michelle Jimenez was killed by a drunk driver. She left behind her husband and 4 children. Drinking and driving is a crime that kills abruptly, but the pain lasts forever. Friends don't let friends drive drunk. A message from the U.S. Department of Transportation, the National Association of Broadcasters, and the Ad Council.
Are you interested in sponsoring this or any other hour of KDVS programming? If you or your business would like to know more about sponsoring KDVS programming, you can contact the KDVS Underwriting Department at underwriting@kdvs.org.
Welcome back, y'all. Welcome back. This is the after party on KDVS Davis, 90.3 FM. I'm your host, DJ Gopher. The following hour KDVS programming may not be suitable for all audiences, as it may contain material which may be perceived as objectionable. Parental discretion is advised. The views contained in this hour may not reflect the views of KDVS, KDVS sponsors, or the University of California. So, last show I played some of my favorites in Deep House. I kind of played a little bit like, not really Deep House. I play mostly Deep House, but I did play some like house, and one song was kind of like trancey. But today is the first themed show, so I'll be playing songs that mostly follow kind of a theme. So today it's I'm going to be following a subgenre of house that was quite popular back in the early 90s and the late 80s. I'd say like 89, but no further than that. Today's show will be about ambient house. Now, this was very popular in Italy in the early 90s, especially 91, 92, that type of area. There's a lot of songs produced mostly in Italy, but there's also many remixes from the US and the UK of like regular deep house tracks or house tracks that had that, ambient house remix. So all the songs today that I'll be playing kind of follows that sort of subgenre, I'd say. And I have a lot of good stuff for all of y'all. So this first track is actually the first ambient house track that I have listened to, and it kind of like introduced me to the entire like ambient house subgenre. This is actually the reason why I found most of these tracks, is there's a YouTube playlist that kind of like introduced me to all of this music, and I just stumbled across it, and I was like, wow, these songs are really good. And I was like, okay, well, I might as well just listen to this entire playlist. And the first song on this playlist is the song that I will be playing next up. So without further ado, let's play the first track. Alright, I am back. So the two songs you just heard, the first song is L.O.V.E. Ambient by GM off the GM EP. And the second track you heard was Theme from Daisy Glow by Daisy Glow off of Give It All. Now, I kind of forgot to give a description of what ambient house is. So I'd say generally, I'd say that ambient house is kind of a more dreamy, little ambient, like version of deep house. I'd say that there's more of a use of pads and bass in many of the songs. Those aren't the only elements. There's a lot of I guess ARP usage as well in these tracks. But generally speaking, that's kind of the sorry, I was a bit distracted. That was kind of the what most of these tracks have in common is heavy use of pads and bass. So that first artist, GM, it seems to just be an alias of some Italian dudes. It actually comes off of the label UMM, or Underground Music Movement, which is actually a decently well-known label from Italy from the early 90s. I'd say pretty much throughout the 90s. A lot of this, I'd say a decent amount of the stuff is it's kind of ambient focused, but there's a lot of deep house and sort of adjacent house stuff as well. The second track, the artist is Daisy Glow. It's actually a duo from the US. I feel like it's one of the few instances where the entire EP has kind of that ambient, ambient flow where the artist is from the US. I feel like a lot of these projects from the early 90s are made by Italian artists and not artists from the US. And if there are kind of ambient focused tracks, they're usually just one track out of the other remixes that are a part of that EP. So I found that quite interesting that they kind of were the only few I feel like that actually released an entire EP that kind of followed that ambient house sort of deal. So they were most of these tracks, specifically these two, they're from 1991 and 1992 respectively. A lot of the tracks of that kind of early ambient house was in that sort of time frame. I'd say from 89 the earliest, I'd say kind of to around 93. After that, I feel like it kind of died out a little bit because of the Italo house fan base kind of died. I feel like a lot of these ambient house tracks are made by Italo house artists because they're from Italy. And Italo house was really big back in the late 80s, early 90s. And these artists, a lot of them made Italo house, and I feel like because that kind of just fell out of the mainstream in that area, in that time period, that they just kind of stopped making that music, at least from what I've seen. But this next track that I will be playing is actually an exception to that, I'd say. It's one of the few, I say newer, but it's from 2002. A more newer ambient house track. I actually played another mix of this EP during one of my shadowing sessions last quarter. And this is the longer mix, which I wasn't able to play because I didn't want to take the entire time. So without further ado, let's play this next track. Wait a second. Actually, scratch that. Give me 1 second. Alright, I am back. So, those two songs that you just heard, the first one was Fade Earth Mix by Solu Music featuring Kimblee off of the Fade EP. And the second track that you heard was Isolation by Vincent Floyd off of the Cruising EP. Now, both of these artists are actually from the US. It's kind of interesting because the track by Solu Music, Fade, that's actually their most popular. I say single because it was a single kind of, and then they had a few like later releases, kind of like increasing on the amount of mixes they had on it. I think they only had the original mix and also another mix called the Rewind mix, and then later because it was originally released in 2001, but the mix that I just played, the Earth mix, was released in 2002. And the other artist, Vincent Floyd, the track Isolation is off the Cruising EP. And I'd say that's a pretty solid EP. It's also from 1990, so I'd say it's a little bit earlier in that kind of ambient house area, especially with this EP being from the US. The Fade track was actually from 2002, so it's actually a bit later. I think I mentioned that earlier, but I don't think it was meant to be like similar to the kind of like early 90s kind of vibe of ambient house, but I thought it fit quite well, especially for that specific mix. The Rewind mix is also good, but I was like, you know what, the Earth mix is longer, and also I kind of mess with the sound effects more, so I think it was probably better playing that one. But other than that, I mean, I think they're both pretty good tracks. So these next two tracks are excuse me. These next two tracks are really interesting. I believe the first track is from the US, and the second track, I might be misremembering, but the second track is from Belgium. It's actually, I want to confirm it. I'll check after I play the two songs, but I'm pretty sure it's from Belgium. It's one of the few tracks from 1989. It's kind of I say the kind of the one of the, I wouldn't say pioneer because it's not like a widely collected. It wasn't widely pressed, but I'd say it's kind of like the earlier like this is like a new kind of genre type of track. So without further ado, let's play the next track.
Let's dream, let's dream, let's dream. Let's dream together, let's dream together, let's dream together. Together, dream together, dream together. Together, dream together, dream together. dream together, dream together, dream together, dream together.
All right, I am back. This is the After Party with DJ Gopher on KDVS Davis 90.3 FM. Those two songs you just heard, the first one was L.O.V.E. You Can Feel, instrumental mix by MRC. And the second track, I actually got it wrong. It's not a Belgian house track. It is actually a Danish house track. It is Let's Dream Together by the New Age Orchestra. So this Danish track is actually really interesting because it was released in 1989 by the New Age Orchestra. I forget the dude's name, but in 2021 he actually did a reissue with kind of a more like completed project, he said, where I think there were 5 parts, and this track that I played, it was the only track in 1989, but in 2021 it was part 4. And so I guess you call it Let's Dream Together Part 4, but yeah, it's quite interesting how he's decided, you know what, I didn't really, I made a really good song, but I feel like it could have been more of a vision, and then he turned it into kind of a larger project. The first track, L.O.V.E. You Can Feel by MRC, I couldn't find much on MRC, the artist. It is just another alias, probably some guy who has a million aliases who makes house music. It is a US track, and this one was released in 1991. So it's quite interesting to see kind of the split of ambient house from that time period. I'd say it's like 60% Italian and European and like 40% from the US. It's really interesting to see that mix. So I'm actually going to play 3 songs for you next. So the first artist is actually, the next 2 songs is by the same artist. I apologize. I'm a bit tired. I'm trying to mess with the CD players. My apologies. The two tracks that'll be played next, I will be playing. I will be having an ad break. However, the 2 tracks I'll be playing next are by the same artist from the same EP. And then the track after that is actually a track. It's from a project that I've already played from. It's from an artist that I've already played from as well. From my last show. And this track is actually quite interesting because I feel like it doesn't really follow the flow of the project that it comes from. I feel like I wouldn't say it's kind of out there, but like I wouldn't call it like more ambient. I would call it ambient, but it's kind of a weird track. That's all I'm gonna say. But for now I'm going to play a few ads. Or well, not ads, but like things about Davis, some carts. So if you'd like to call in, the number's 530-754-KDVS. That's 530-754-5387.
When I grow up, I want to be a new pair of blue jeans. When I grow up, I want to be a kid's first computer. When I grow up, I don't want to be a piece of garbage. And if you recycle me, I won't be.
Give your garbage another life. Recycle. Learn how at iwanttoberecycled.org. Brought to you by Keep America Beautiful and the Ad Council.
Saturdays, 6 to 9 a.m. Big Dave's Buried Alive in the Blues. Old and new blues, international, national, all kinds of blues. That's Saturdays, 6 a.m. to 9 a.m. with Big Dave. Rawr!
During the warmer months, children are especially high risk for several rare but potentially fatal diseases caused by ticks. These include Lyme disease and Rocky Mountain spotted fever, among others. If you or your children have been in wooded areas, make sure to conduct a thorough body search for ticks. If you notice a bullseye rash or experience unexplained joint or muscle aches, facial paralysis, fever, or chills, consult your doctor. To learn more about how to reduce the risk of tick-borne illnesses, visit pestworld.org.
Alright, I am back. So those last 3 songs you just heard, the first 2 were by the artist Optik. The first track was A Gift, and the second track is Illusions. It is off the B-side of the EP Music, Harmony, and Rhythm from 1991. And then that last track was from the Timewriter. Is Skywritings by the Timewriter off of their album Jigsaw Pieces from 1998. So that Timewriter song, it's really interesting. It's kind of an oddly placed track. I feel like it kind of doesn't fit in with the album. However, it's kind of a weird track, obviously with that kind of like ripping sound. But I think it's kind of nice to listen to. It's actually funny because I went to a record store in San Francisco, and I own the Jigsaw Pieces vinyl. I found it at like a record event or something like that. And so I went to this record store in San Francisco, and I found their 2005 album Paintbox. I found a CD of that, and I'm like, no way, because I never find any of their stuff anywhere, and I was genuinely surprised to find one of their albums. Unfortunately, it's like one of the albums that are like lower on my list of the ones that I want from them, but I mean, it's still a pretty good album in my opinion. So the artist Optik is actually an Italian artist by the name of Giorgio Canepa, and this is his I can't remember, I think it's his second EP. Both the tracks that I played were on the B-side of the EP, and it's kind of interesting how he only had 2 EPs, then he kind of stopped making music, unfortunately. But I feel like those 2 songs are pretty great together. But unfortunately, he didn't release any other tracks. I think there is one other EP before that he released. However, I don't think I've listened to it, so I'll definitely take a listen to that. But anyways, we have 3 more tracks. One of the artists I've actually played on the last show. It is from the same EP of the last show. It's the artist Green Baize from the EP Game of Chance. I can't 100% remember which track I played on my last show from this EP, but that's gonna be the second track. But this first track is one of the earlier and more well-known ambient house tracks, I'd say. This track is from 1989. I mean, if you know a lot about like earlier house, then you actually might know it. However, I don't entirely know. I mean, it is quite a well-known kind of earlier house track, or more ambient house track, especially in the UK. So let's play it. Alright, I am back. So those 3 songs you just heard, the first one was The Sun Rising Deeply Satisfying Mix by by The Beloved. The second track you heard was Unrest by Baize off of the Game of Chance EP. And the track you most recently just heard was Don't Make Me Wait Dream Version by EDN. So the first track that I played, The Sun Rising, it's actually a really popular track in the UK. It's made by The Beloved, which is a British duo who released a fair few songs in the I say mid to late 80s to 90s. And I don't know if The Sun Rising is their most popular song. They have another track that is very popular as well, but the mix that I played isn't the most popular mix, I'd say. The second track by Baize, I feel like that's a really that entire EP, the Game of Chance EP, it's so underrated. Like, I feel like every single song is listenable on that. You know, I feel like many like older and newer house EPs, especially deep house, there's, you know, like 1 or 2 tracks that I just cannot listen to on many of the EPs many of the albums and EPs that I own and that I listen to. And it's like this one, I feel like there's no songs on this EP that I wouldn't listen to, or that I wouldn't be able to listen to, which is kind of crazy. And then the last track by EDN, this is also on the Underground Music Movement label, which is the same label that the first song had the first song that I played. EDN is actually an Italian artist, Gianni Visnati. He goes by many different other aliases. I don't know his main alias. If I'm correct, it might be Timeless, but I might be wrong. It might just be his name. But yeah, I feel like this track is pretty good. The thing that I don't understand about many of these ambient house tracks is, especially the Let's Dream Together, the track I played earlier, like the random moaning. I don't know. I mean, it's just weird. It's just weird to me. I don't know why they would be playing it, or why they would be including it in the song, but I mean, to each their own, I guess. I mean, a lot of the ambient tracks that I thought of putting on this playlist for the show, I was like, you know, this is pretty good, but there's a lot of like random moaning, and I was like, you know, these songs are too good, I gotta have to play them, but like, it's just kind of weird. I don't know what to say, but yeah. So I'll be playing 3 other songs, and if I have the time, I may be able to play a few more after that. One of these tracks, I actually, it's an artist that I've played before, and it is like the first, there's an EP, I have the second part of the EP, but this is from the first part of the EP, and that first part I don't have, and I really want. There's some really good tracks on it, which is kind of unfortunate because it's quite hard to actually find. But yeah, so without further ado, let's play the next tracks. Alright, I am back. So, the 3 songs you just heard. The first track was Reasons John Kumahara Mix by MK Ultra 2 off of the Reasons EP. The second track was Mantra by Natural Rhythm. This was the track that I was talking about, which I wanted the first part of the EP off of Contrast in Nature Part 1. And the third track you just heard was Move Your Body to the Sound, Alex version by Korda off of the Move Your Body to the Sound EP. So these first 2 tracks are actually kind of out of the time frame of more of these ambient house tracks. The first one by MK Ultra 2, which is actually a Canadian project by Martino Loseg from 2000. I might have already said that. And then the second one from 1999, Natural Rhythm. Natural Rhythm is a great artist. I really like him. And the third track by Korda is an Italian duo. They have so many aliases. It's kind of hard to say which one specifically that people may know them of. But yeah, they have so many aliases. But I feel like that track's like really nicely put together. Kind of like that piano and kind of like those beautiful kind of background noises. That's why I really like that track. My show is about to be up for tonight. I probably will play one more track and that will likely be faded out. So the track I will be playing is Get Into the Music Ambient Cult Mix by DJ Rule. And I hope you guys have a good night if you like. And this will be the last track for tonight. Bye, guys.
Get into the music.